There's more out there in the wasteland than anybody thinks. It's a dangerous place, but if you know where to look, it can be mighty worth it.
Saw the fireworks from here. Great job. And here's what I promised you.
Good work. I'm starting to think I made a good decision by saving you. You truly are someone we can trust, and I am in your debt. Now go talk with DR about that buggy. Look for him in the garage.
We needed those supplies, thank you. Life in the settlements has never been easy, but Dan keeps us together. His instincts about who to trust have always been right.
Hey, come on.
Let me guess. You want to know how to throw a wing stick. Ain't easy, friend. I see Dan gave you a pistol. Not a bad weapon, but if you want some subtle killing power, you'll need to use a wing stick. They've got a nanocore for smart targeting, but it'll still take a little practice to master. I'll make a deal with you. You prove you can hit something with them, and I'll tell Halleck it's safe to sell you some. Ready to give it a toss? Good hunting. All right, here are the rules. Watch for the pop-up targets and hit them as quickly as you can. See how many you can get before the timer runs out. Good job. You're almost out of time. Good job. Nice job. If I were a target drone, I'd be nervous. Talk to Halleck and he can set you up. You want to give it another go? You want to give it another go? You want to give it another go? Good job. Come on, time's running out. Good job. Nice job. If I were a target drone, I'd be nervous. Talk to Halleck and he can set you up. You want to give it another go? You want to give it another go? Good job. Good job. You're almost out of time. Nice job. If I were a target drone, I'd be nervous. Talk to Halleck and he can set you up.
I've got one word for you to remember. Feltrite. You know what Feltrite is? No, probably not. Well, let me tell you. Feltrite was inside that asteroid that darn near wiped out the whole planet. But what it left behind, now that is interesting. Feltrite, ore from outer space. Powerful stuff. You get your hands on it, you keep it. Only trade it for something really good.
Hey, buddy. Dan said you were taking that old buggy off my hands. Truth is, not a bad vehicle, but, see, it needs work and parts. The work I can do, but the parts you're gonna need to get. Johan, back at the Outrigger settlement, should be able to help. Sound okay? See you back here when you get the parts.
Welcome, stranger. Name's Halleck, and it's a pleasure meeting you. I run this little shop. Got enough supplies here to keep you alive and fighting. Best stuff in the wasteland. And if you find something of value and you don't need it, bring it here. I pay nicely for quality goods. Care to browse my selections? What you looking for? Hope to do business with you again.
friend.
So, DR needs some parts for that old buggy. Man, he should just junk it. Now, I'd like to give the parts to you, but I'm afraid I have a small problem. Afraid bandits raided my garage not too long ago and ran off with most of my spare parts. You're gonna need to go down to their hideout near the old dam and find what you need. Think you can handle this? Could get a bit hot in there. Won't be easy taking on the bandits on their own turf. Here, take some fat boys for your pistol. That ammo kicks some real butt. And in case you run into any locked doors, take these plans to build a lock grinder. They do exactly as their name says. Good luck.
This whole area has been getting more and more dangerous.
Who's this wanker? Get it! Right, over there! Over there! In the whole you wanker! Move out! Oh! Fuck your face! I'm gonna smash your face! Go right in, get past! Fall it back! Alright, over there! Man, fuck this! Did you catch that episode of Bash TV? I'll get you! Watch where you're shooting! Oh, uh-oh. There he is! Chop, chop! Have some of He's got to be around here somewhere. Look out! Use that! What the b-
You ever hear?
Those parts should do the trick. Okay, the buggy will be ready soon, but there are a couple things you have to know before you take that thing out for a ride. Remember, the wasteland is a dangerous place. Give me a call if you ever smash your vehicle up and can't drive it. I'll give you a lift back here. And also, if you need any repairs, just drive back to the garage and I'll fix her up. Okay, let me get these parts installed and you'll be all set. Go ahead and grab that radio on the counter there. You're ready to go? Take it out for a spin, but remember... Alrighty then, go ahead and get in it.
You want to give it another go? Follow the rules and you'll do great. Good job. Come on, time's running out. Nice job. If I were a target drone, I'd be nervous. Talk to Halleck and he can set you up.
Hey, pal. Care to browse my goods? I might have something you need. Hope to see you again soon.
Drive carefully.
bandits control the blockade at the south end of the valley. Stay away from that, unless you bring some serious firepower with you.
How do you like that buggy? It isn't much now, but you put some guns on it and you'll be able to go up against just about anything. Now, you ready for some more work? Some bandits have taken control of the checkpoint at the canyon entrance, trying to cut us off from the big town to the east. And we can't let that happen. I need you to use your special talents for a demolition job. You think you can do this for me? I'll leave it. Excellent. Here are some explosive charges. Just place them on the gate and run.
you are here. Hey, partner, you're looking good out there. Here to test your skills on a course? Come back and see me if you dare. Out.
I've put together my own little time trial race. You want to give it a go? Nothing too challenging. It's just a little course that I race on. Tell you what, beat my time, friend, and I'll give you a nice little boost upgrade for your buggy. You want to give it a shot? Good luck.
Okay, you just got to race down to the flag and back. Just look on your map. Easy, hmm? But remember, the most direct way may not be as easy as it looks. You all set? You beat my time and the boost upgrade is yours.
Well, I am impressed. You are, as we say, a natural behind the wheel. And wait till you feel the boost kick in on that old buggy. Remember, if you need your vehicles repaired, just pull them into the bay and I'll see what I can do. Remember, if you need your vehicles repaired, just pull them into the bay.
Hey, pal. Care to browse my goods? I might have something you need. Hope to do business with you again.
Great work. You know, you being here has made this area a lot safer for me and my family. We are in your debt. So now that we can travel safely, it looks like our time together may be coming to an end. I'd like to keep you here. A guy like you is valuable in a place like this, but you're just gonna attract too much attention, and that'll bring in the authority. But there is one more thing I need you to do. Mayor Clayton runs the town of Wellspring to the east, and I've got to get a message to him. And you're the only one that can do it. Our supplies are getting low, and the mayor's promised help. We need to get restocked before the bandits cut us off again. Can you make the trip? I knew I could count on you. Remember, you ain't got any guns on that buggy of yours. You run across any bandits, you get away as quickly as possible and get to town. It'll be safer there. You need to get to Wellspring and find Mayor Clayton so he can get us those supplies.
You have been a good friend to my family. Thank you. And remember, if you are ever near the settlement and you need anything, our gate will be open to you.
DR here. Remember, that buggy isn't armed. Get to town as fast as you can.
Hold up there, stranger. You got business here? You need to see Mayor Clayton. Wait a sec. I'll tell him you're here. Don't you move. Hello, sir. Got a man here to see you. Looks like Dan sent him.
Interesting. Send him to me right away.
The mayor can see you now, but hold on. We got a few rules here in Wellspring. You see, people don't exactly take to strangers here. Just you keep your head down and mouth shut, and you'll do just fine. Folks here are mighty suspicious. They aren't gonna just trust you, at first. My advice? Best keep to yourself, okay? To get to the mayor's office, just cross the courtyard once you're in town. Can't miss it. Don't waste the mayor's time. Head into town and see him immediately. If you're looking for Mayor Clayton, he's right over there.
If you're looking for a race, go see Jackie Weeks. He's in the back of town. You can't miss him. Just look for the big inflatable gorilla.
You knew?
Good people of Wellspring. Sheriff Black has received disturbing reports of
I haven't seen anyone dressed like that in a long time.
As you all know, mutants are very
There's
dangerous.
always some fool willing to risk his money just to take a little of yours. If you find yourself low on cash, these games are a great way to make a little extra.
Sheriff's office immediately. Thank you. Stay safe out there.
You're new here. Stranger, huh? Yeah, you do look pretty strange.
Sure I saw them. Mutants, 10, 20 of them. All over that valley. We had a hold of someone, just ripping them apart.
That's why you'll never catch me leaving here. Never. Take my advice, stranger. Keep a low profile around here. You start attracting too much attention, next thing you know, authority will be wanting to talk with you. And you don't want that.
Hear the mutants are spreading into the settlements, damn things. Soon they'll be busting down the town gates. Listen, you ever spot a mutant, you kill it quick. Those things are only trouble. You look lost. If you're looking for a drink,
People always going missing, and I don't think mutants are getting to me.
We've always got space for new races.
You new in town? Oh, I got everything you need.
Hey, my friend. I must say, you do look like a racer if ever I...
Will you look at how you're dressed?
We don't care much for outsiders.
Attention, people of Wellspring. During our last town hall meeting, it was decided that we would continue our much-needed expansion. This expansion is vitally important as it will provide much-needed space for new business.
Hold it there, pal. The bar isn't open to drifters. You want a drink in this town, you gotta pass muster with the mayor. If he's cool with you, then we all are.
All efforts to secure new residents will be made for any of you that are displaced. Please have patience with this process, as we don't certainly need a repeat of what happened last time. Thank you for all your understanding in this matter.
Welcome to Wellspring, stranger. Best little town this side of what passes for civilization and a few good safe miles from any authority outposts. Nicest people you'll ever find live right here. Friendly folk. Not your wasteland bandit scum. Good honest people. Well, enough with all that. So I hear you have a message from our friend Dan. Let's have it then. Having some trouble with bandits in the settlement again. Dangerous life out there. Deadly, even. Well, I can get all this stuff he needs. Gonna take some time, though. Not sure how long. He must really respect you to give you this important job. So for now, I'll trust you too. You can stay here in Wellspring while I'll get his supplies, but not dressed like that. You'll bring the authorities sniffing around, and I sure don't need that. So, you'll need to lose the ARC suit for something a bit more modern. Go see the vendor in town. Get some new clothes. Good. Glad we understand each other. When you come back, we can have another little chat. I told you, you gotta get out of that ARC suit before the authority comes by and picks you up. I told you, you gotta get out of that ARC suit before the authority comes by and picks you up.
I haven't seen anyone wearing an ARC suit for a long time. Dangerous thing you're doing there. Be careful. Authority spots you and you'll be hauled away in a flash. You best keep as low a profile as you can around here. Don't let people know you're from the past. Rewards are large for turning one of you in. But lucky for you, I hate the Authority more than I need money.
A man from the past walks through my door. Goes to show you that no one needs nothing around here. But let's first talk about that suit you're wearing. I can take it off your hands for a fair trade and get you something a little less, well, noticeable. Each of the suits possesses unique characteristics. It's up to you to decide what works best for you. Very good indeed. Remember, I buy and sell all manner. Care to browse my selections? Care to trade? Good day to you.
That's much better. Now you look like any other good, hard-working citizen. But we got another problem. You see, you can't just leave your vehicles parked outside my town. We're civilized here. We have rules. And since it looks like you're gonna be here a while, you're gonna need a place to park your stuff. Go see Mick across the way in the garage. He can help you. Got that? After you talk to Mick, go see Sheriff Black. He should have Dan's supplies all set by then.
It has come to my attention that a number of you are not properly disposing of
Damn
your
water
trash.
spout.
It is illegal to hoard non-usable rubbish, as it can contain disease, insects, and other dangerous substances. Please use the clearly marked trash barrels for all your disposal needs, or you will be heavily fined. Remember, working together, we can be clean and safe. Thank you.
Well, how'd it do to you? And what can Mick do for you? Oh, a garage? Well, you come to the right place. So here's the deal, fairest in the wasteland. You let me do all the repairs on your vehicles, and guess what? That covers the rent for the space. What a deal! And I see you got one of them shortwave radios. Mighty handy here, mighty handy indeed. So if you get into a jam and need a tow, just get on the radio and give me a blast. How's that for service? That door there will get you into your garage. Or just drive up to the main gate outside and I'll let you in. Couldn't be any easier. And lastly, welcome to town.
Let me guess, you're the stranger that Clayton says is taking some stuff to Dan's place. I'm afraid it isn't gonna happen quite so easily as that. No way I'm sending all these supplies with you in an unarmed buggy. Might as well dump the damn stuff on the road. What you gotta do here is get some firepower. Then you can come back and take the supplies to Dan. Maybe you didn't hear me. You are not touching the supplies until you have some weapons. Is that clear? Maybe you didn't hear me. You are not touching the supplies until you have some weapons. Is that clear?
Greetings. Name's Jackie Weeks, and I'm the Empress.
Welcome, friend.
Of any kind will not be tolerated. Thank you for your...
Interested in winning some racing certificates? Good luck.
Welcome, race fans. We've got another exciting time trial event today as our competitor tries to beat the track car time.
Care to look through the list of events? See you again.
Parts for sale here. I got the best vehicle. Parts for sale here. See anything you like? Nice doing business with you. Care to browse my selections? Drive like you mean it, friend.
Interested in winning some racing certificates? Good luck.
fans, we've got...
Cheers, friend.
Look no further than here for all your vehicle needs. See anything you like?
Drive like you mean it, friend.
Racing is the one thing people still got that's in it.
Check out what races are available. Good luck.
Welcome, racing fans.
I got the best vehicle parts anywhere. Care to browse my selections? See you soon.
Attention, people of Wellspring. During our last town hall meeting, it was decided that we would continue our much-needed expansion. This expansion is vitally important as it will provide much-needed space for new business. Some of you, unfortunately, will be asked to vacate your living quarters as your residence will have to be torn down to accommodate the expansion. All efforts to secure a new residence will be made for any of you that are... As we don't
Great racing
certainly
today.
need a repeat of what happened last time. Thank you for all your understanding in this matter.
Parts for sale here. See anything you like? Nice doing business with you.
Good job. Those guns should keep you safe. Enough. Go ahead and grab the supplies now and just blow anyone away that tries to stop you.
Attention, citizens. Unfair business practices. Attention, good people of Wellspring. It is my pleasure to announce a recent trade agreement with the town of Gun Barrel in the Southern Territory.
You're a mighty fine driver there. Reminds me of myself when I was...
Pardon? Pardon?
Care to browse my selection?
Cheers, friend.
Pardon? Hello. Pardon?
Provoke it in any way. Report all sightings to the sheriff's office immediately. Thank you. Stay safe out there.
Didn't the authorities say it
fella.
had stabilized the
Looking for
cost of
work?
water? Some new technology?
Well, let me give you some advice. Your reputation is everything here. If people don't know you, they don't like you. And you gotta earn their respect. Best way to do that is by making the roads safer. Simply stated, destroying bandits. Makes people like you and brings business into my little bar. So I'll make a deal with you. Every bandit car you destroy in the wasteland, I'll reward you. A little. I'll make money. You make money. We got a deal? Excellent. I think you're learning how things work around here.
as it will provide much-needed space for new businesses. Some of you, unfortunately, will be asked to vacate your living quarters, as your residence will have to be torn down to accommodate the expansion. All efforts to secure a new residence will be made for any of you that are displaced. Please have patience with this process, as we don't certainly need this time. Thank you for all your understanding in this matter.
I got the best vehicle parts anywhere.
Pardon? This is Mayor Clayton's town.
I need the road safer. For every bandit car you destroy, I'll give you cash.
Well, if it isn't the stranger from nowhere, care to try your luck at a game of cards?